Hey everybody, Paul here from Warden's Farm, NC Beekeeping. I just got back to the house because I had to go over and help a friend out whose wife just recently was stung by one of the bees while she was cutting the yard, and she's been stung many times and didn't have a reaction. Well, she had a reaction and it sent her to the hospital, and unfortunately he's got to move bees away from his house over to other apiaries, and he needed places to put bees. So he has given me 3 beehives to move out here to my apiary. And the funny thing is, I also caught 2 more swarms in my traps yesterday. So I am little by little going to move the bees into the bee yard. I'm going to strengthen a very weak hive, and I'll probably move that into a queen castle actually. And then I'll put one of these hives in that spot and then 2 hives in the open spots. And hopefully everything works out right. The swarm traps I'm going to close up tonight, and I got another friend, he's going to come by. I'm going to give him the 2 swarms out of the swarm traps. I got a mentee, I contacted him, but he's really not available to take bees yet because he's waiting on equipment. So what I'm doing here is I have these 3 beehives. These are his bees. They're in 8-frame hives, and I'm going to take them out of the 8 frames and I'm going to move them into my 10 frames, and that way I can get his equipment back to him. So I'm going to move one down into the green and white hive down there. I got 2 open spots there. The bees that are in that green and white hive are very small. Got a brand new queen, so I'm going to just move them into a queen castle, and then I'm going to move the bees. So I'm just going to set the camera up and let you watch me move some beehives. It'd be a lot better if I had somebody else that could come over, but everybody's at work, so we got to just do what we got to do. So for now, I got to kill the power in the fence and start setting up beehives. We have moved one of the hives right there. That hive right there was one of them. Moved into a 10 frame. They're going to start getting used to it. Now, down here at hive number 10, there are you, right there. I already got the lid off. I got a medium box on it because I'm going to bring the next box down and put it on it, and we'll have bees flying everywhere. So I got food ready for them. It's going to be fun. This is a heavy hive. I got to take my time moving. I should have thought this out a little better. That was a heavy hive. Okay. So now comes the fun part. Opening this up, putting them in here. And they are not going to be happy after getting bounced around. Whew. Definitely got to have smoke for this one. Woo, are they mad? In or out? So what I got to do, loosen the strap and get the hive back together. But here we go. So now let's start smoking. Hello, cockroach. Look at the ants too. Billy got a ton of ants here. Ton of ants. So I gotta get rid of them. Start moving some of these bees. Now this is all honey here. I can see it's all honey. So I'm gonna take this one, separate it, because we're gonna put this on top just like it is. Wow, Bill, you haven't had this hive apart in a long time. So that's there. Look at all that drone brood. So we're going to start moving this stuff into the new hive. I don't want this plastic frame, but it's got a ton of bees on it. So I may have to. I'm not a big fan of plastic. This hive beetle trap is full of nothing but sugar. So now, let's scrape off some of these drones. A lot of drones. And as you can see, I'm not looking for the queen because there's tons of brood. I will remove the peroxide strips that are old and get rid of that. Let's push these bees back down again. Because they're going to be like, oh wow, we got lots of room now. Look at all them bees. Woo! This hive is not like the last one. The last one didn't have many bees at all. This one's got a lot. All right, now this has got a lot of drones too. Let's look on the bottom. A lot of eggs. Let's separate this box and knock these bees down in here. There they go. All right. So now we'll take this one frame on the outer edge here that has a ton of bees, and we'll move it in here. Let's see, can I get one more in there? I'm gonna just put 10 frames in this thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more frame. Let's take this outside frame here, which is all honey. I can't do that just yet. This one's got brood on it. And let's set this down in here. Whew. Go nice and slow. Give the bees time to move and orientate. I'm only putting 10 for now till they get moved around inside this hive. Man. Now we'll push them down. Because now we got to get another 10 frame medium for these two boxes. Because this bottom box is empty, but they'll move down into it. I don't know where the queen is, no idea. But we're just gonna move these bees right the way they're coming out is the way they're going in. But this is going to give these bees lots of room. Good. This one's not going as bad as the last one. The last one, the bees went absolutely nuts. And I didn't even jolt them. But this one, just moving A to B. See, now they're all saying, hey sisters, what's happening? Where you been hiding? What's going on here? Let's add a frame out of this one so that they can, wow, look at all that drone brood. That's coming off. And all these queen cups. There. Because now they'll be like, oh, we got plenty of room now. There. Now, we'll shake these bees out of this box into here. So now, here's the last box going on. And this hive will be set and done. We're going to open it up to a bigger hole. Right now it's on the small one, but ain't going to need that with all these bees. There. Let's move it to the medium hole. All right, last but not least, let's move these girls in. We're gonna put all this stuff in the center because there's a lot of brood in here. We'll get you all in there, trust me. There we go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need 4 empties. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now let's get our spacing. And that's that. Now we get these bees in here. They'll get in there. There's a lot of them, so they're all over the ground. I'll have to make sure there's no queen there in just a minute. Whew. Just to keep the bees happy. Let's spin this around. You go this way. All right. Look out, ladies. There you go. Scrape you out the way. There. So now we're getting ready to open up the girls and let them be bees. I'm not gonna do too much more to these bees except let them fly. This way they can come out on their own and start doing their figure eights and figuring out where they're at. All right, this hive was a whole lot easier to move because I didn't transfer the frames from one hive into another. I'm letting them get used to that. I'll do that on another day. But the other two, I've got put into their own equipment. It took some doing. Transferring from the 8 frame boxes into my 10 frames, because all these 8 frames are all mediums. So I'll do the same with this one once they are sitting here for a day or two. That's one of the unfortunate things about being a beekeeper. When somebody, especially your spouse, gets stung and you have to move bees, it's good to have friends that can help you out. So Bill, thank you for the bees. I'm sorry you had to do it, but at least you still got bees over at your other apiary and over at your other buddies' houses too. So you're welcome to come by anytime to take a look at them, and I'll be tagging you in some of this here in the near future. Take care. God bless. Paul from Warden's Farm. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when a new videos coming out. I gotta get caught up now because swarm season is really got me tied up. And we'll go from there. God bless, take care.